Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden stories in corporate filings, and today we're diving into RLI Corp's latest report. And let's just say the 21st of October 2025 might hold a few surprises, so buckle up because we get to unpack what this actually means for the company and its investors. Before we get started, if you like getting these clear and concise breakdowns of complex financial documents, make sure you are subscribed. And if you want to dive even deeper into dissections like this, join our Discord community linked in the description below. Alright, so what we have here is called an 8K filing. Think of it as a very important announcement that a public company has to make to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SE. When something significant happens, it is not a regular update like a quarterly or annual report, but a special bulletin. This tells us RLI Corp felt they had something to share that investors needed to know right away. The date here is the 21st of October 2025, and usually these 8K filings are about big events. So the earliest important event they're reporting happened on this specific date, the 21st of October 2025. This is just telling us where the company is officially registered incorporated in states like Delaware. This is their specific file number with the SEC. Think of it like a social security number for the company in the eyes of regulators. And this is their Internal Revenue Service, or IR's employer identification number. It is important for tax purposes and generally a standard piece of company info. Now this is their principal executive office address. It's where the main decisions are made. Knowing this isn't super critical for the story, but it gives you a sense of their physical location. And this is the zip code for their main office standard stuff. This is their main phone number. Again, not the juicy part of the filing, but essential contact information. This section usually notes if the company used to have a different name or address and it has changed since their last big report. In this case, it is not applicable, meaning no major changes in identity or location to report. These boxes here are for specific types of communications. Companies might check these if this filing is also serving as a notice for other kinds of announcements, like if they are talking about a merger or a new stock offering. In this case, it looks like none of these special conditions apply. They are just making a standard report. This table shows us what kinds of company stock are registered and traded on major exchanges. Here we see their common stock. The $0.01 par value is just a nominal value assigned to the stock. This is their trading symbol. It is the shorthand ticker you'd use to look up their stock on the stock market. And this tells us which stock exchange their common stock is listed on, which is the New York Stock Exchange, or NYSE. Pretty standard for a reasonably sized company. Companies have to indicate if they qualify as an emerging growth company. These are usually younger companies that get some regulatory benefits. RLI Corp is not checking this box, meaning they are either too old or too large to be considered an emerging growth company. Okay, now we are getting to the meat of why this 8K was filed. Item 7.01 is specifically about disclosures made to the public to make sure everyone gets the same information at the same time. This is called Regulation FD, or Regulation Fair Disclosure. So the big event here was a conference call on the 21st of October 2025. Companies hold these calls to discuss their financial results with industry analysts, investors, and the press. It's a way to explain what the numbers mean. What is crucial is that they are attaching the entire transcript of that call, so we get to see exactly what was said. This transcript is referenced as Exhibit 99.1. When they say it is incorporated by reference, it means it is officially part of this report. Now this is a bit of corporate legal speak. They're saying just because they're providing this transcript doesn't mean it is absolutely required by law or that it contains brand new information nobody has ever heard before. They're covering themselves legally, but the fact they're providing it suggests it is important context. And another legal disclaimer, they don't promise to update this information if things change later. So investors should rely on current information when making decisions. This section is all about the supporting documents for the report. This specifically points to the exhibits, which are the attachments to the main report. This is the identifier for each attached document. This is what the document is. Here is Exhibit 99.1 again. It is the transcript of the conference call from the 21st of October 2025. This is most likely where the core financial discussion happened. Exhibit 104 refers to the cover page interactive data file. This is a standard part of modern filings in a format called inline XBRL, which makes the data easier for computers to read and analyze. It is basically the header information of the report formatted for digital use. This is the official sign-off section. This is a formal declaration that the company is officially submitting this report as required by law and that the person signing it is authorized to do so. The report is being signed and officially filed 2 days after the conference call. This /S indicates a signature. So this is the signature of Jeffrey D. Fick, and here is his name. Below that, it tells us his title. He is the Chief Legal Officer for RLI Corp, so he is a high-level executive confirming the accuracy of this filing. Now let's talk about what this filing really tells us. The most crucial part of this 8K is the reference to the conference call transcript as Exhibit 99.1. This means the real juicy details about RLI Corp's third quarter 2025 financial performance are hidden within that transcript, which we don't have here in this snippet, but can infer what was discussed. Typically on these calls, companies present their quarterly earnings. We would expect them to report on revenue, profits, earnings, per share, and other key financial metrics. They would also likely discuss what drove those results. Were sales up because of new products or a strong economy? Were profits down due to rising costs or increased competition? The fact that they are issuing an 8K specifically to attach this transcript suggests that the discussion about their third quarter 2025 financials was significant enough to warrant immediate public disclosure beyond their regular filings. This could mean they announced something unexpected, either very good or very bad. For example, if they had a record-breaking quarter and announced much higher profits than analysts predicted, this 8 would be the way to promptly share that exciting news. Conversely, if they missed their earnings target significantly or announced a major setback like a large legal settlement, the 8K would serve to alert investors immediately. Without the transcript itself, we can only speculate, but the structure of the filing points us to the financial results and their explanation. When companies provide these earnings call transcripts, it is an opportunity to look for forward-looking statements. What are their predictions for the next quarter or the rest of the year? Are they optimistic or cautious? It is also important to see how management addresses any concerns or challenges. Do they have a clear plan to overcome obstacles? Are they transparent about the risks the company faces? We want to see if the strategy they communicate aligns with the financial results they are reporting. Let's consider a hypothetical scenario. If their revenue increased by, say, 10%, but their net income dropped by 5%, that would be a red flag. It could mean their costs went up much faster than their sales. Maybe they spent more on marketing or faced higher supplier prices. This would indicate a potential squeeze on profitability. A good CEO would explain why this happened and what they're doing to fix it. They might say something like, "We saw a strong demand for our new product line, which boosted our top-line revenue significantly. However, we also invested heavily in R&D and expanded our sales force to support future growth. We expect these investments to pay off in the coming quarters, leading to improved profit margins." On the other hand, if they reported a slight dip in revenue but a significant jump in profits, it could signal they are becoming more efficient, perhaps by cutting unnecessary expenses or focusing on higher margin products. The key takeaway from this filing format is that a significant discussion about RLI Corp's financial health and future outlook took place on the 21st of October 2025, and they are making that discussion readily available to the public. Looking at RLI Corp, generally they operate in the specialty insurance market. This means they provide insurance for specific risks that standard insurers might not cover, such as difficult to insure businesses or unique properties. Companies like RLI often thrive when they have strong underwriting expertise and can price risk accurately. So to sum this up, this 8K filing is essentially a public announcement that RLI Corp discussed its third quarter financial results on the 21st of October 2025, and they are providing the transcript of that discussion for everyone to read. The real story is in the details of that transcript, where we'd find their performance numbers and management's commentary on the business. Now, from our perspective at Corporate Decoder, this filing is all about transparency and timeliness. RLI Corp is communicating important financial information to the market promptly. Their decision to file an 8K with the transcript suggests the content of that call was significant enough to warrant immediate attention. We would need to examine the transcript itself to get a true picture of their financial health. Were their earnings impressive? Did they meet or beat expectations? Or did they signal trouble ahead? The absence of specific financial figures in this particular document means we need to dig into that attached exhibit to truly assess the company's direction, the strength they might be leveraging, and any potential weaknesses or risks that emerged during that October discussion. Without the transcript, we can't offer a concrete financial assessment, but we know the crucial information is there. Alright, that is our quick decoded look at this RLI Corp 8K filing. What do you think this filing implies about their latest financial performance? Let us know in the comments. If this breakdown was helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate insights, and don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.